What is up, fellow Bulls fans? Welcome to the Bulls on a Run podcast, coming at you with a new video. In today's video, we're talking about the problem that the Bulls have is DeMar DeRozan and why he is the problem. Now, DeMar DeRozan, as we know, last season had the best season of his career. He was an MVP candidate, top 5, and he excelled this team all the way into as the first seed in the NBA. Now, with DeMar DeRozan being the best player on the team, it comes a lot of pressure, it comes a lot of responsibility. Now, in this season, as the Bulls actually betted on continuity, they betted on the team staying the same. They betted on DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Vucevic coming together to propel this team to be a playoff team like they did last season. But it has not been the case. This team has been subpar at best. They have lost against key games that we need us to win. We've beat teams like the Bucks. We beat teams like the Celtics. But when we go against bad teams in the league, we lose. We lose by a blowout. Even in our first home opener, even though the Cavs is not a bad team, they're actually really good this year. But they was at one point they was 20-piecing us in our home opener, and it's very embarrassing as a Bulls fan to see the Bulls play at this level that they're playing. And DeMar DeRozan is the key to why we're playing this bad, because last season we had ISO ball. We had him attacking the mid-range the whole season. Nobody did anything else. When Lonzo Ball went out, it was mainly ISO ball. It was mainly just DeMar DeRozan getting the ball, shooting the ball in the mid-range, and drawing fouls. And that's pretty much the Bulls' offense. And it's the same way this season. DeMar DeRozan, when he has had good games, when he's had 30 to 40 plus point games, we have not seen production out of the other players. The main reason why this team betted on continuity is to allow the younger players like Patrick Williams, Ayo Dosunmu, Kobe White, those younger players that we have who can develop. They're not developing if they're not touching the ball. They're not getting the touches and looks that they need to develop. And the reason why is because DeMar DeRozan has the ball 95% of the time. If Zach LaVine does not have the ball, DeMar DeRozan has the ball. And that is very bad for the development of this team. This team is 12th in the NBA, especially they're 12th in the Eastern Conference. They were projected to be a playoff team. They're not even a play-in team. They're looking like a lottery team. But even if we become a lottery team, if we have the worst record in the league, we still have a 40% chance of getting a top 4 pick, which is the Magic's pick that we traded to them. And it's very bad as a Bulls fan. It's very bad to be a middle-of-the-pack team in the East, because the East is so competitive this year. There's so many teams like the Hawks, like the Pacers, like the Cavs. There are teams that were not very good last year that are at the very best of the Eastern Conference. And when you look at the Bulls, they have so much talent, but DeMar DeRozan is causing them to not be at their full production, at their full level. The Bulls is actually worst in the NBA in three-point attempts. You would think that if we have the least amount of three-point attempts next to the Lakers, if we have the worst three-point attempts, you would think that our three-point percentage would be high. The Bulls have a 16th three-point percentage in the NBA. We're not even good at the threes that we're taking. We're not spreading the ball because we're almost dead last when it comes to assists. I believe we're 23rd in the NBA in assists. We're not at the top of the NBA in assists. The only good key stat that this Bulls team have is we're 3rd in the NBA in free throws. And of course, mainly because DeMar DeRozan gets to the line a lot throughout the game. But the team as a whole gets to the line at a good clip. But we are not even top of the NBA, top 10, top 15 in the NBA in shooting the basketball from the three-point line. And the reason why is because of DeMar DeRozan's his ISO game. This team has not improved in that level. This team should not be an ISO team. This is 2023, going into 2023. This is the 2022-2023 season. The NBA is transitioning into fast pace and space, moving the ball, fast break, three-point shooting, deep range shooting, basketball. The Bulls is not producing that right now. The Bulls is not even scoring in the paint efficiently. We're not even a top team in the NBA at scoring the ball in the paint. It's all mid-range. We have three-point shooters. We have players who can stretch the floor. We have players who can shoot the ball at a high clip. And Zach LaVine, who can shoot from the three. Kobe White. Javonte Green has developed a three-point shot. Patrick Williams is a decent three-point shooter. We have shooters on this team, but the offense is very stagnant. This team is not moving the ball, partly because DeMar DeRozan has the ball. I'm not saying that it's time for DeMar DeRozan to go, because there was a report a couple days ago where the front office deemed DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine untouchable. So we're going to have DeMar DeRozan on this team for the foreseeable future. But something has to change. The way this team is playing has to change. We play the Wizards tonight. This is our first game at home in 5 games. We have 5 games on the road against Western Conference teams. We only won 1 of those games. Tonight is a must-win game for the Bulls. If we don't win tonight's game, I'm hitting the panic button. I don't care. I'm hitting the panic button. Even though it's not even 25 games in the season, I'm hitting the panic button, because this team has so much potential. This team has young talent. We're not a team that does not have young talent, that just have old players on the team. This team has a mixture of young players and vets, but we can't put it together. We have a young star in Zach LaVine who's averaging 20 points per game, and he's getting paid $215 million for 4 years. This team is so much more talented. We have to win tonight. The Wizards is missing Bradley Beal, Rui Hachimura, and DeLon Wright. We have to win in this game. This is our bounce back statement game for the Bulls. If we don't win this game, I'm hitting the panic button. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button. See red, Bulls Nation. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope everyone have a good day.